Hello, this is Miss Steinbaugh, and today we are going to be talking about line, one of the elements of art, and you worked on that page the other day. So all about line. One of the things that happens is that sometimes people forget about how important line is because we have been using line all of our lives. When you were a little tiny baby, you probably picked up some crayons, pencils, maybe a Sharpie, and marked on the walls at home, and got in trouble, or on the furniture. This is the original way of expressing ourselves. So we're going to get back to our roots of line and just play around with it today and try some different things. So this is like the breakdown of what we're going to be doing on a piece of copy paper. Normally, I would be drawing with a Dixon Ticonderoga, my absolute favorite pencil, but I don't think the camera picks it up very well, so I am going to be using a Prismacolor Ebony. It draws darker. Okay, so line, what we're going to do today, because we're going to play with line. On the first side of your sheet, you are going to come up with 15 different kinds of line. Label each of them. And then we'll talk about the second side. We'll just turn it over. That's what we've always done. We're going to be talking about the expressive qualities of line. How you can show emotions, feelings, action words with just line. No words, no pictures, no symbols. Now, I want to explain. I have emotions and feelings, and this is my take on that. I think emotions are things like happy, angry, sad, excited. And feelings can be things like I feel cold, I feel hungry, I hit my thumb with a hammer. So those kinds of things. And then action words like fast, slow, run, tripping. We'll think of some things. You're going to label each, and that's the only word that you're going to see in that little box. No pictures, no symbols. All right, here we go. I have to make a little sight check to see what's in the camera. The top of your page, you're going to label it in some way. You can get fancy. Oops, there you go. You can get fancy with it. I'm going to do a nice cursive line. And yeah, so my pencil broke and made a little extra mark up there. I am going to take advantage of that and actually thicken up some of my lines so that I have some thick and some thin. I think Bob Ross would call that one of those happy little accidents. Now my line is going to be way more interesting than it was if my pencil had not broken. Anyway, I'm not going to make you watch me, well, maybe I will, fill all this in. I'm going to get started on the directions for this page. Now, you have to come up with 15 different kinds of lines. And if we were in class, we would be having fun coming up with a list for people to share. But some of you are at home, so I just want to play with that some more. Line can be fun. Okay, 15. I like a pretty big number because if I just said 5 or 6 or 10, you would do straight and a vertical and a horizontal and dotted line, and those are all fine, but we have to push ourselves to come up with a bigger variety of different kinds. Okay, I'll stop with that. I want to show you some things to be thinking about besides the basics. So you can have straight, right? We got straight. And then we can have curvy. Now, different people will have a different interpretation of what curvy is. So even though, like, I might say curvy and make something like this, somebody else would make a different kind of curvy line. And then, let's see, we could do dashed. But then I'm going to start boring myself if I make all these lines just going like, you know, straight across like a machine. Well, maybe I want to start coming up with some things that are a little bit looser. Maybe I want a crazy line. Maybe I want a thick to thin line. Oops, then. Now, that would be kind of like the line up there where I would do some and then have to go back into it and shade a line a little bit. Okay, what if you wanted to have a line that was not there? I don't know. Let me do something and see if you can come up with a name for this line. I'm going to use the side lead of my pencil, and then that makes a line, doesn't it? The white thing, the erased part makes a line. Okay, if I keep brushing it with my fingers, I'm going to get graphite all over, so I'm going to hold off on that. Maybe you could do a, oh no, I'll test my spelling here, sketchy line. What's this? What kind of line would this be? Uh-oh, then I'm going to start getting really silly. What if you wanted to try something like... Be inventive. See what you can think of. All right. 15 different kinds of line on the front, or however many pages it takes for you.